look up the table. Steve, more drop points.
Yeah.
I mean, they not only let you down, but they let these man down as well. If you see the video we released today, Tobes was nearly in tears. Matisse, I mean, he's already finished. Tobes even suggested throwing you out of the big six, and it should be the big five.
Throwing who out? Me?
Yeah.
For what?
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
What was the condition? What was the condition?
No! Don't run away!
I'm not running away. I asked him, what was the condition?
I don't remember.
That's a bit fucking rich coming from a Tottenham fan to throw Manchester City out of the big six. To be fair.
I said if you let them win the title, that's what I said. It was a big stipulation. If you let them win the title.
Yeah,
and it wasn't even Man City. It wasn't even Man City for Man City. I said if you, Big Steve, let them win the title, I want you.
Everybody else's team on here plays them the same amount of time as us, so you've all got the equal opportunity to take points off them.
That's good. Did Tottenham take any points off them?
Unfortunately, not Matisse.
Oh. No. It's annual battering over there, man.
Which one is it, Matisse? Yesterday you weren't happy your team took points. Now you're saying now you're doing
smiling now.
No, I'm just asking you. Like, did you play your part?
No, I'm asking you. Which
Doesn't
one is
sound
it?
like it.
What do you want here? Because I can't make sense of what's going on here.
I just want you to do your job. You didn't even play. You're threatening to kick Steve off this panel, but you didn't even do your
job. My job.
You didn't even do your job.
I'm so rich.
You didn't even do your job. You didn't even take points off them. You lost.
Sorry, Steve, for interrupting you. Apologies.
It's good though that the whole of the country is, counting on Manchester City, a team that they don't really care about and they're not really asked about. So that makes me feel quite good. Everyone must care now, all of a sudden, So, yeah, it wasn't good. We had a taster at Sunderland by being sloppy, and we couldn't do that again, but we did. At the end of the day, they didn't get going till about 10 minutes before half-time when they started to speed it up a little bit. Then we got our noses in front, so we're going in at the break happy. Second half, the same. Chelsea changed their tactics a little bit, and we just couldn't get going. Haaland should have buried it, put it away first half with that one off the inside of the post. Couple of chances here and there, but just not good enough. And then it all went to shit just late on in the game. Josko Gvardiol's broke his leg, which, I mean, he's been having a great season, which is sad. So we wish him all the best. Diaz drops down. And then we have to bring in on Nathan Ake, who the other night said he had to play with a knee that felt in pain. Shouldn't even be on the bench. He's got a fucking bandage wrapped around his leg. And then we got caught last minute, late on. You could feel the tension in the stadium at 1-0. Like, you could feel like they might get another chance here. Because I'll be honest, during the game, they were creative. They were coming through us a few times, but I didn't feel they were going to get anything. I think we got it under control. And then O'Reilly's committed himself. O'Reilly's looked so tired the last 3 games. He looks like he needs a break, the kid. He committed himself, got roasted. They put the cross across the goal there, and like you say, they've scored. They've snatched it. So it's on the players. It's on the players. It's on the players, and it's on Pep. They've got to decide whether they want to. Are they in the title race, or are they feeling sorry for themselves and playing at it? That's what they've got to decide. We've been here many times before, and the players have took the little draw. It's not even a defeat. It feels like a defeat, but it's not. We've drew the last 2 games. We've still got points. With 6 points in it. It's for us, no disrespect, 6 points. It's 6 points. It's fine. You know what I mean? But it's not over yet. We've got to keep going. But everybody else is getting gassed about it. But the big worry is, the worry that's been all season, we've said on this panel, if we get any sort of injury run, the players underneath what we've got are nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. You're not gonna do much with Nathan Ake and Kusanov at centre half. I'm sorry. So your back 4 will be left back Nico O'Reilly, midfielder, Nathan Ake, Kusanov, who's not played all season because he's 21, and another midfielder, Mateus Nunes. That's the problem. So they've got to fix it. They've got to fix up. The firepower's there. They didn't get going though. They didn't link it up. He's playing this weird thing now where he's playing Cherky on the wing, but Cherky's not playing on the wing. He's sort of standing in the middle of the park. So you've only got one width. Everything goes down one side. So yeah, it's up to Pep and the players to do it. It looks like we're going into the does Gay solve the issue? I'd take him because we need centre backs, but We've got centre-backs on loan out everywhere. We've got Manuel Akanji at Inter Milan. No recall clause. We've got Jumba Bar at Nice. No recall. We've got Reyes at Girona. No recall. It's mad. So we're going to recall a kid from Watford that's never played a game, you know? So in that situation, it's worrying. But at the end of the day, it's on the players. It's on Pep and the team. They got to keep going. We didn't think at the beginning of the season this league would end up like this. We all thought it was going to be a different way. It's happened. Aston Villa are in the mix, and we're in the mix. So we're in the mix now. So I think they'll get Semenyo deal over the line. I think they're gonna get Gay, or they're gonna try for Gay to get him in. He'll be needed, but Ruben Diaz is injured as well now. I don't know. It's patching up. But listen, it doesn't matter about it. Everyone gets injuries. Doesn't matter. Pep knows. Pep was the one that always advocated for a small squad. I want to work with so many players because I don't want to leave players at home. Okay, that's fine. But we've seen the last couple of seasons, the games and the schedule that everyone's playing, it sort of works to get a bit of a bigger squad. And like you say, you look at our underneath and it's nowhere where it needs to be. So, yeah, disappointing day at the office. Thought we'd won it. Thought we'd snatched it. And we lost 2 points. So we got to pray. Brighton Wednesday night. I don't know what the starting 11's going to look like. I wouldn't even be able to guess it. You know.
It's really poor from you lot, though. Let's be honest.
Honestly,
you're going up against a caretaker manager who hasn't even got his full license, and you're going up against a Chelsea team with a backup goalkeeper, missing the 2 best centre backs, no left back, no Caicedo, and you barely created like proper clear-cut chances. You had a couple, but like Haaland's only left that game with 1 shot. It's shocking, really. That's why I was absolutely bamboozled. I'm almost in a state of shock, really, when I was watching it. I couldn't believe it. I had one expectation of what I thought was going to happen with the defenders that we have there, the mistakes that we've been making back there, and then what you guys were doing versus how well we were playing. It's just all, it really didn't make no sense. Like, this is how you just can't predict this sport, because nothing that happened made any sense whatsoever. With the fact that you had to respond from the midweek against Sunderland and you didn't respond.
Yep.
Real baffling, man, considering you're in a title race. Baffling.
Yeah, it's baffling for me. I've seen it before happen in a season where we have hit a lull, but you've looked at the squad and thought, you know what, they're going to bounce back. He's not going to accept that. We had that little game at Sunderland. I mean, I'm looking at the Sunderland game now. There's not many teams, well, they've not lost at the Stadium of Light. So the Sunderland one, I sort of half thought, you know what, that can happen because they're dogged there. Chelsea at home, you're right. There's no excuse. They've just lost a manager. And they've got a caretaker in. I mean, it's the last kick of the game. They snatched it. If Donnarumma saves that, it's 1-0. It's a scruffy win, and I don't think anyone.
It's deserved, though. That's the problem, Steve.
They had
didn't deserve.
Yeah, they had better.
I thought we were watching the game, and I was telling Matisse, he wasn't believing because he was in his own thing. But I was saying,
I was watching Neto. That's why I wasn't believing.
From minute 55, 60, City's legs went, and they were creating spaces. Now it doesn't help that Neto and Palmer had shit games, because if they were on at least any type of form, there was space to kill out there on that ground. Like Palmer and Neto were getting so many spaces and chances, and we were pulling our hair out. Like they can't finish. Like that Neto chance just before he blazed it over. Was it Neto? Yeah.
Esteval as well. Big chance, Esteval.
I know you say snatched it. I think Chelsea fully deserved it. Fully deserved it. It wasn't a snatch. It wasn't a run and snatch job. It was like they controlled that second half. And from a City point of view,
they deserve to win. They deserve to win.
They control that second half.
Let's call it right. They deserve to win. And City were atrocious.
They control that. They control that second half. City were never in control in that second half. Never.
Well, I was at the game and I didn't feel. I was sat back, stood up back. I'm leaning back, and I wasn't.
I want to take control.
I wasn't one bit worried, thinking that they was going to score, and that's how me.
I think,
but surely that's more for the attackers they were playing.
No, but they had space. Liam Delap came on, did a lot of running, did nothing but foul everybody. Yeah, and I thought, yeah, they've got a lot of space. But
Liam Delap actually had his best game. He linked up things. The only reason I agree with you, I can understand your feeling as to why you didn't think we scored, but that's not down to you. That's down to us. Our poor.
No, that's because
you guys defending was poor. Yeah, you weren't defending well.
But I thought, you know what, they ain't going to score. I thought they ain't going to beat Donnarumma. They're not going to score. And then, like you say, Rodri bless him. He's come back in. He's had to, because Nico's injured now. He's had to play 90 minutes. I thought he had a good game, Rodri. But you could tell, like Chris said near the end, the guy was tired, man. I could see him blowing out of his ass. We've literally got no defensive midfielder that can come off the bench to just give him 10 minutes near the end. That is the problem. And, you know, Pep's thought in his head, I can get away. This is the first season in ever that Pep has kept the same lineup all the time. He's always rotated. And he's thinking in his head, we can go through the full season here, and hopefully if we don't get any injuries. It doesn't work like that. You look at Arsenal, you know, they had an injury spell, but then you look at them now, they're bringing 4 or 5 top boys off the bench. They've got that little bit of rotation going. We've hit a point now where we can't do that. We can't do that. On Brighton on Wednesday night, it might be Max Elaine and Cousinov centre half. That's unheard of for a team of Manchester City calibre going for a title race. That's music to Arsenal fans' ears. They're looking at that game and thinking they lost 2 points, and both the centre backs, one's broke his leg and one's injured again. It's music to their ears. Do you know what I mean? The only way it could have got worse is if Haaland goes down, and then we are dead because we've not got one striker. Mamouche away.
I was going to say, you know, Stevie, at what point does your confidence start to diminish? I know you said, you know what, we've been there before.
Steve knows. Steve knows. He's no season. He's no season.
Okay.
No, I've not known all season.
You'd
be a fool. You'd be a fool to ever doubt this Manchester City team. If you'd watch your team,
you're right.
You'd be a fool to doubt them. You'd never doubt them. Don't forget that the other year we had that 2-0 down to Aston Villa last game. If we didn't have that feeling of the Aguero moment, nobody would have believed we could have done that. So we did it. So for me, it comes to a point where if it gets to something ridiculous points-wise, then that's the only time where I will throw my hands up. But if we're still within touching distance of a couple of games here and there, why not? Because we've seen it happen. We've literally seen it happen. You guys are saying, oh, Arsenal are brilliant, and this, they are. But have we not seen this? Have we not seen a brilliant Arsenal team before do this? So that's the way I get my confidence.
Not with this.
When we've done it, gone.
Yeah. Now go ahead.
They might prove me wrong and be different. But what I'm trying to say is, you're asking me from my point of view but would you not have the same energy as me if you'd seen your team do what my team's done? Of course you would. So I ain't going to come on here and start crying. I'll never do that. You know, I'll never, ever do that. I wouldn't ever do it. I'm not that. I go to football because I support Man City. So I'm going to support them till the end, till it's mathematically not possible. I will be there. Home, away, Europe, back in the team. At the end of the day, we're having our patch now where, you know, shit's happening. But we got to deal with it. Everyone has the patch. Everyone deals with it. Don't blame it, because this is what you got squads for. And if we haven't assembled a good enough squad, then we're not going to win the league. But they're going to go out in January. They will spend now. Gueye and Semenyo might come in. Is that enough? I don't know. But they need to fix up chart.
Bloody needs to be, man.
Yeah, I think the worry for me, speaking as someone who hasn't got skin in the game here, right? The worry for me is...
Sorry.
Again. No, I've got no skin.
You know how much skin you've shown on Mob?
I've got no skin in the game,
brother. What are you sitting top on, bro?
Do not say you ain't got skin in the game. You've been skinning out for Man City, bro.
As I said, speaking as someone who's got... Okay, listen, let me reword what I said.
Yeah, you definitely rephrase that.
Speaking as someone who's got a vested interest, it's good for business if Man City win. It's bad for business if Arsenal win. Put it that way.
Oh, is it? You don't know what happens to business.
You won't have no business now. Bro.
I'm just saying, speaking as someone who's got a vested business interest in Man City winning this Premier League title, it is worrying that Arsenal have had a pretty horrendous spell of injuries over the last couple of months, and they've been able to maintain their position at the top of the table. Mm-hmm. It looked like Man City were closing the gap, and it feels like the culmination of like a month and a half's good work from Man City just disappeared in the space of a week. Mm-hmm. And now when you see Gvardiol injured, Diaz injured, players gassing out like they did against Chelsea, like that Chelsea performance, I was rattled, and not in a good way, because I was shocked at how bad Man City were in the second half. They were so bad. And I'm like, hey, that is No. Like when we were doing the debate, like there was something I had in my head,
and
I
you
didn't
went
want
like
to say it
this
out loud,
and
like,
malfunctioned.
It was a worry because I'm like, you should be closer. They've had injuries. They shouldn't be 6 points clear, but yet they are, and that's what's worrying me. That is really, really what's worrying me. But you never know. Semenyo's coming in. Hopefully, Gahey comes in. Let's see.
Imagine Semenyo's the one that
the skin's coming out again. Fucking hell, skin's coming out.
I told, bro.
Did you
it's
see
like
Semenyo the other night?
imagine you having stocks and shares.
Yeah, no, it was awful. I was going to
Would you
say.
not want that business to do well?
Brother,
Hey.
Arsenal winning, the business booms. I'm telling you that, bro.
You got stocks.
You know what
as
it
well,
is though. What it is though is the City are getting these injuries at the worst time, and they're dropping points at the worst time. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's the concerning bit for them. Haaland, again, it still feels like Haaland needs to turn up for City to turn up. I know Foden's done his thing. I know Cherky's done his thing, but really and truly, Haaland still needs to turn up. Whereas with Arsenal, they're getting goals from Declan Rice, even 2 goals. So I don't know, man. It's still Guardiola, it's still City, but Steve, I can't lie, man. I feel like you should be a little bit worried about 6 points. A lot, you know. It's a lot for Arsenal to drop them points. Liverpool, look at this guy, bro. He's got a blanket on, bro. He ain't doing shit, bro.
Listen, we still got to play him. We've still got to play him. We've still got to play him at the Etihad.
But that's when though. When's that?
He's got. Steve's got a blanket on as well.
Where is it?
I've got my legs there. I've got on my legs.
He's got a blanket on as well. They get big dogs. It's the blanket dog. This is what I'm dealing with at the top of the table.
Bro, I've got shorts on me. I've got shorts on. He looks like he's wrapped in a fucking naan bread.
Oh, that's crazy.
It actually does, though. That's the fucking thing. That is mad. That is
someone in the chat earlier said this looks like a paratha. Now paratha, I think Toby knows what it is.
I know.
I actually do look like a paratha. It's like a buttered naan.
The thin one, isn't it? You can get potato in it. Or you can get...
Someone said in the chat it's called Grizz Naan now instead of Grizz Crown.
That's how big Six mascot is sorted, man. Grizz Naan.
I stopped, man.
If I was a sit, look, Steve, I absolutely understand your support. No one on this panel or on this show can ever doubt your support for Man City. You've seen Man City from the depths of nothing. You know, from Grimsby all the way to the Champions League final, and you've cried your eyes out. And so no one can doubt your support and belief. And we're not asking you to stop supporting, but we're asking you to have a dose of reality about it. Because me, especially, because I've been leading the clamour that you're not that City. I know you keep saying that we've done it before, Arsenal. Now, Arsenal might not be as amazing as the Man City and Liverpool of years gone by, but they're playing at a very good standard now. The point has been is you're not that team that you was 3-4 seasons ago. And that's why I think it's dangerous now. That's why you're going to come a cropper, because the likes of Shirky, the likes of Mamouche, the likes of Savinio, even Doku, odd game here and there, they haven't lived up to the reputation or the past talents of your subs. Like even Gabriel Jesus used to come in and do something. The guy who's gone to Atletico Madrid, what's his name? The little striker.
Alvarez.
Alvarez. You used to have backup strikers or backup players that were just absolutely phenomenal impact. I just don't think none of these guys that I've mentioned have done amazingly. Obviously, Kusanov, you don't rate him, but you paid 30-40 million pounds for him. So the club must believe in him. O'Reilly only 2 weeks ago was the best left back in England. You can't just suddenly say now we've got a young O'Reilly at left back. Matthias Nunes,
he's tired. I think he's tired.
Matthias Nunes, you were praising him. Matthias Nunes, you were praising him how he looks like a fullback. Now we can't suddenly say, we've got a right back.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Nunes, we've got no right back. Right, we've got no right back, so we can't swap him. Right, we've got no right back. Left back, we've got no left back. That's why 2 midfielders are playing there. So I'm not saying they're not good. I'm saying they're tired. We haven't got the luxury to swap players in and out. You've got
you got Nuri. I know, but he's coming back, so it's only another 2 weeks. 2 weeks left.
He's injured again.
Nuri.
Yeah, he's injured. He's pulled out. Got sent back in an ambulance from the training session. He's injured. He's injured.
He was injured before he came in. You know, we did warn them. You know what I mean?
And listen, nobody's comparing. If you're asking me, is this Man City team the same as the last? No, it's not, because the last one's won everything there was to win. This is a Manchester City team from last season that you all seen was exposed and old and needed to be repaired. And we finished third. We didn't win the title last season. So we're still now, this is the second phase of what we started last year. So we're trying to create that team. But we're 6 points behind. Looking at us on paper, compared to Arsenal, are we a better team than Arsenal? No. Have we got a better squad than Arsenal? No. Is Pep fucking playing people in mad positions to get us where we are? Yeah. So are we punching a bit? Probably. But I can't come on here and say and break that down, because everyone on the chat and everyone in this room would say, "Oh, you're Manchester City, you're calling it, you can't do that. You're this, you're that, you're that." But this reality you've just said, the reality's got to kick in. The reality is kicking in. We're playing midfielders at the back. We've got no backup to come in and change that. We've got one striker. You know what I mean? We've got Phil Foden in the midfield, who everyone said fell off. You know, we've got Ryan Cherky in his first season there. So if you want the violin card, we can play it. But I ain't going to play it. I'm saying we're 6 points off the top. For me, we're having a good season. But at the minute, after this last two games and what I've heard tonight with Gvardiol and Diaz, etc., it's peak. So we've got to find a solution how to stay within distance, because it's going to either go one way. Pep will turn it round and we fight to the end, or we're going to get left behind, because looking at the situation now, teams are going to look and think, we can get at them, man. We can get at them. So I'm just focusing on Brighton on Wednesday night.
Matisse, what was you say?
It's fine. We can save it for later.
Okay. Free of City, just for the rest of you as well, the twerkers amongst us. Free of City's next 5 games are United away, Tottenham away, Liverpool away. So if you thought yesterday was bad, then more's coming.
Hey, you know what's happening at Old Trafford, right?
Sorry, who's
you know what? We don't give a fuck, because we will be there. We will be there. And we've got Bodo fucking Glimt at -20, and I will be there because I've bought me big fucking fur jacket and I'm having it. So that's what it's about, man, isn't it?
You can borrow my naan bread if you want. You can borrow my naan bread if you want.
I think that naan bread would freeze, man.
No, but real talk, man. It's one of them ones where City's in it, but I just think for me, you know what I mean, Arsenal are doing their thing, man. 6 points is, we did with that defense. I think it's one of them ones where normally I'd be like, yeah, if Arsenal are vulnerable, but I don't know, man. Don't see the vulnerability in Arsenal.
No, we've got gears to go up, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we haven't, but that's the thing. That it was only a couple of weeks ago. City are 2 points behind, and you lot are trying to put pressure on them. And I'm saying it goes one way or the other. For us, it still hasn't gone all the way that way. We've scored goals in the last few games, but it can still get better, because look, Bournemouth made a game of it. You know, we still got that hole when we score a goal. It looks like we take our foot off the gas. But we're 6 points clear. And like Tobe said, add the injuries to that, and the fact that none of the attackers that have come in the summer have actually worked yet. None of them. Zubimendi's been the best signing of the lot. In terms of the attackers, you can't say any of them have worked out so far. So if one of them, 2 of them start working out, if it goes that way, I think I said it 2 weeks ago, even with City 2 points behind, if we click that way, we run away with this league. That's what I think. I think if we looking at City's next 5 fixtures, looking at the away games we have left, that are like the 9-10 away games we have left. The only top half teams are City and Brentford, who are 10th, I think, at the moment, and maybe below now. I don't know, with the results changing and whatnot. That's our only away games left against the top half of the league. So everything is built for us to do it. We've got the squad to do it. We've seen that. Declan Rice, he just comes in. I was like, how are we starting him straight away? But he goes and wins us the game. 1 beautiful goal and another nice finish. But man can't complain, regardless of even if City buy players. I just think, at this moment in time, we've proven to be so strong in gear 3. If we can just go into gear 4 and 5 at this stage of the season, that's when you want January, February, March, gear 4, gear 5. Steve's right more time when he ends things with, you got to win it. He's right, but he would have also witnessed, like I witnessed back in the late 90s and early 2000s, when you build that momentum at the right time, when you build those winning runs at the right time, that's where the memories and the dreams and the moments come. And this is going to be the season for us. I haven't, whittled on that point from the beginning of the season. 2 now. I'm looking at Etihad twice at Bridge, twice at White Hart Lane, Anfield 89, Old Trafford as well. I'm looking at Etihad and I'm trying to win it there in April. Forget that being the decider. I think it should be.
Don't have this, man. Come on. Look at what he's saying.
Listen, they can say it because that's what they do. They say a lot. We hear that. We've said, this is what my point is. They've said a lot over the last 6 years. They think that we forget. I've sat here for 6 years with my balls out, listening to them say absolutely mad shit. You know what I mean? And they think that this year, because they're on top now, they're all getting brave. They're all doing watch-alongs and hate-alongs and all that shit. That's trauma. They've got trauma. They've got Manchester City PTSD. I get it. It's hurt them. Man City, the team nobody cares about, has hurt them for the last 4 years. They've stole things from them. You know what I mean? I'd be upset. By the end of the day, they ain't coming to the Etihad. No fucking chance on this God's planet. They are coming to the Etihad Stadium and winning the league at the Etihad. I'm telling you that now. Because one, we won't let it happen. And two, none of you will get out the ground alive because we'll punch you all up outside like we did last time.
We'll be on that pitch while you lot are being escorted out.
And Big Stricto was hiding in his hot dog coat on the corner of the road, getting scared to get out of there to walk into his car.
Arsenal, make this happen, man. This has to work out that way, man. That would be perfect. That would be perfect. We got a hella super chats as well, How long have we done? 1 hour, 12 minutes. I had 10K in the building.
Come on,
like the vid. I mean, in terms of the cheerleaders, does anyone here still retain the hope for City?
Not interested until further notice.
Wow.
Cheerleader 1 out the way. Cheerleader 2 and 3.
Got my own problems to deal with.
Cheerleader 2 and 3.
I don't think you're in any position to be calling people cheerleaders. We've told you this already, bro. As I said already, you're the guy that they bring to the barracks.
You know why?
To give the soldiers something to smile about. That's what you do.
You know?
When you say you're going to war, you're not going to war. You're going there to entertain the soldiers. Yeah. So you need to stop talking about strippers and this and that and the third, because you've been. There aren't enough words to describe the nonsense you've been doing.
And that's all for my club, though, right?
Yeah. No, it's not.
That, right? Yeah, it is. What you don't?
No, it's not.
You don't think?
No,
Chelsea
I don't think
Chelsea drawing to City helps Arsenal? You don't think that?
No, it does help your club, but the way you're behaving, that's more than just helping my club.
You don't have any other reason, because Tottenham ain't in anything. So I don't know why your cheeks are out on tables all over England.
My cheeks aren't out. Your cheeks are out.
I just don't get it.
You are literally dancing on that pole all the time. No wonder you're going to. It makes sense why you're going to New York, because you're going to Starlets. You're going to work at Starlets. That's your role, bro.
Unc Matisse, you two was once similar, but you've backed away in recent weeks. Can you take this guy with you? Because he's just. I called him a zombie recently. What do you do with a zombie? How do you finish them? He's going to continue twerking until May. Until the reality sets in. He's just going to be there smiling and twerking.
I've got Carabao Cup semi-final 2 legs against Arsenal. That's my focus. I'm not interested in anything else right now. That's enough. That's enough for me to chew on. That's 180.
You twerking for them for the Carabao Cup semi-final?
Don't give a damn about them, to be honest.
Okay, all right. We'll see.
Who's in the semis? Newcastle City.
Newcastle and Okay. Oh look, he asked who, so he didn't say he ain't gonna twerk. He said who, so he knows who.
I said who.
For. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? If you want to hire a twerker, this guy's the man, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Look who's talking. As I said, you're going to Starlets. You're going to Starlets in New York for a reason.
Someone to twerk at.
I am not the one that's going for an internship at Starlet.
At hate-alongs, at watch it. Toby's your man. Yeah, I'm his agent as well. So if you need to book him, let us know. Let me do the super chat.